Alright, we just got a major update on the Sirene and March 7th leaks, and it basically confirms the community's biggest fear about the Amphoreus lineup. The territory war has officially begun. Sit tight, because this leak is setting up some seriously messy synergy problems. What if I say Cyrene is not usable with Castorice or Phainon at all? So let's go back to Cyrene. We already knew she was a generalist support with Ice and Remembrance, and the big leak said she was built first, with every other Amphoreus DPS designed to benefit from her later. Sounds great on paper, right? Until we the critical detail got leaked, Cyrene casts a territory. And if you've been paying attention to Castorice and Phainon, that's the worst case scenario. In HSR, territory is currently the highest tier aura type buff in the game. It's like a powered up version of Zone, and only a few characters have it. Castorice is the first child for this mechanic. When she uses her ultimate, it creates a territory. It has a stunning visual effect, shifts the battlefield, and gives her massive team utility. But there's a catch. 2 territories cannot exist at the same time. The game literally blocks them. If Castorice has her territory active, Phainon cannot activate his ultimate, and vice versa. Now Cyrene has been confirmed to also cast a territory. That means these 3, so Castorice, Phainon, and Cyrene, are not compatible in the same team. It is completely horrible. And here's the extra punch to the gut. Castorice is not getting any new support in rest of 3.x. Leakers now say Hyacine is the last support for her. No one else is coming to save that synergy. Castorice is being left behind in the 3x era, while Phainon, Sirene, and March move forward as the new meta. It gets worse. If Cyrene was originally intended to be the universal Amphoreus buffer, someone at the dev team either changed the plan last minute or did not consider the overlap with this very obvious game mechanic. Because the Amphoreus Dream Team? It can't exist. Not unless Hoyoverse changes how territories work. Right now, you can't use Castorice and Phainon together. And now we're adding Cyrene to the list of characters that are mutually exclusive in your team comp. It's a hard limit, like trying to run double harmony buffers that overwrite each other's buffs, but much worse. This honestly changes the entire read on Cyrene's kit and role. She's no longer the unit that brings all Amphoreus together. She's the fork in the road. If you run her, you're not running Castorice or Phainon. If she's your support, you're locked into building around someone else. And that someone else is most likely March 7th, also known as Aetiphia, who has now been confirmed as a broken main DPS second half. She's the only unit from 3.5 to 3.7 being treated as a main damage dealer, and she's getting more love than anyone else in this second arc. It is easy to understand why they are pushing New March. She's popular, she's cute, she has strong lore presence, and she's designed to carry. So far, she's the only confirmed main DPS in the entire stretch of content, between 3.5 and 3.7. And if Cyrene's best synergy is with her, that means Aetiphia will probably become the centerpiece of the post-Castorice meta. Now remember how Castorice had Hyacine, and Phainon had support built directly into his interactions with Riche and Cyrene? Aetiphia gets Cyrene all to herself. That's the message this patch is sending. Castorice had her time. It's Aetiphia's era now. So where does this leave players who pulled Castorice or Phainon expecting to build a big Amphoreus dream team? Well, if the territory restriction stays as it is, your best option is to split them into entirely different teams. Castorice and Phainon are still good, but they're locked to solo usage unless Hoyoverse completely reworks how territories behave. And right now, that doesn't seem likely. The real tragedy is how cool the synergy could have been. A universal buffer like Cyrene who gives back ultimates, plus Castorice who manipulates turns and zones, or Phainon with his insanely strong hypercarry design, that could have been one of the most fun and high-skill teams in the game. Instead, the game won't even let you activate 2 of their ultimates in the same fight. This leak also reveals a lot about where HSR is heading structurally. The devs are doubling down on the territory mechanic as a limiter. It's like the built-in restriction system. It's not about cooldowns anymore. It's about spatial control and team-exclusive synergy. Very cool conceptually, but rough in execution when it leads to this kind of hard incompatibility. So let me throw it to you. Do you think they'll fix this in time for 3.7? Should Cyrene's territory override others instead of blocking them entirely? Or is it fine that these characters are locked out of working together? Personally, I think locking 3 flagship units from the same faction out of each other's comps is a major design flaw unless they're planning a major rework. But we'll see. One thing's clear. SP March fans are eating well. Cyrene is powerful but restrictive, and Castorice mains might have just gotten hard-benched going forward. Subscribe if you want to keep up with more Amphoreus chaos, 3.x breakdowns, or upcoming Edo Star kits. I'll be covering it all. See you in the next one.